Welcome to Mango Bae. Today we are talking about the fall of Syria and the state of the world and the future state of the world. It's a spicy one. Tune in.
Mango Bae, Mango Bae. Mango Bae. Mango Bae. Oh. Mango Bae. Mango Bae. Mango Bae. Your Mango Bae.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mangobae.
Mango Bae.
So you've moved now. You're moving into Bed-Stuy now.
Yeah.
When did this all transpire?
Dude, I was living in Williamsburg, you know this, for like, 6, 7 years?
Yeah.
8 years, perhaps. And never had a bed. My roommate would leave for a long time, sometimes I would have like a place to myself. But I was living on the flow, as Ludacris would say. And it was fine. I was paying almost $0 to live there. But I was like, you know what? I need a place to have a room now. I was like, it's time. It was like a momentary mental shift. Time to move. So I was like, all right. And I just, my girls Zubi and Mo, they got a room open now.
It's a nice room.
It's a nice room, dude. It's a nice room. I have a little idolatry on the shelf. A little, I think they have like a little Vishnu statue or maybe it's a Buddha. I'm not sure what it is. I'll take a picture and you can tell me. Buddha, Vishnu, whatever it is. Got one of them in there. After this, I got one more podcast, but I'm going to move the last of the stuff, and I'll be in Bed-Stuy, bro.
Wow.
That
good
it.
shit, dude.
With my boy.
Very happy to hear that.
Because this is Bed-Stuy. And we're living. And I'm pumped to not see the richest people on planet Earth anymore.
I know.
Bro, every day. It was just. And it was like. There was like less and less black people around me. I was just like losing I forgot what they looked like.
Yeah.
I was trying to sketch them by memory. What? I forgot.
I want to see those sketches. Those horrifically racist sketches.
It's just a black piece of paper, dude. Bro, it was just getting toothless, you know? So now I'm moving. I'm out. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I haven't had my own room in perhaps...
Since you were a
8
kid.
years.
Since you were like a little...
The crack house, funnily enough, had a room.
Yeah.
Which is insane that it was a downgrade from a crack house.
But you had like a race car bed in the crack house. That would be funny.
Yeah, but a bed nonetheless. But yeah, it's been 8 years since I had a bed.
Holy shit, man. This is crazy. This is like a whole new era. Vibe shift.
Dude, it is vibe shift. It wonders me sometimes how itinerant I can live, and it's like how I don't get affected by poverty-like circumstances. I don't give a fuck, really. So it's almost weird to get things for myself.
Yeah.
You know, to be like, oh, I'm getting this for myself.
Good for you, man.
It feels even wrong sometimes. I don't know where this comes from, but
good for you, bro.
You know?
And good for me,
And
actually.
That's what it is, dude. And you know, good for back. I'm gonna have my back's about to go off.
Oh yeah, dude.
Not to get weird about it. Jesus Christ.
Dude, you keep doing this.
I'm sorry.
And it's for more. I'm worried about you. Maybe keep it over there. We need to get you a sippy cup.
Bro, you can't tell me shit. I have a bed now.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't tell me
it's about to be a
shit.
messy ass bed. Watch, you're gonna fuck up your coat, dude. There's droplets everywhere. Let's get you some. Yeah, just goddamn. Oh, by the way, guys, remember to get on the Patreon.
Yeah.
You get bonus episodes, archived episodes, Discord server access. Things be cooking up there a lot.
Go for it.
And then, of course, discounted tickets to our monthly show at New York Comedy Club.
Boom.
You get all the bells and whistles, all the exclusive content. You know where to come.
Exclusive bonus episodes every month.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's true.
A full ass app.
You get a full ass app.
For your bitch ass.
Thanks,
you,
Joe.
Thank you for the used napkins.
Goracha prasi, Joe.
Always. Thank you.
Right there. Just mostly for your sake. I don't. Yeah.
What's the stories? We got
Okay, dude. Syria done fallen.
pieces in the Middle East.
Dude, yeah. He's in the Middle East, more like Middle East pieces, dude. Meesy
pieces, dude. What is going on?
What's happening?
This is my layman's term. You can
Okay.
gussy it up with
Okay.
actual knowledge in a second. Shit be wildin'.
Yes.
Wildin' out. season 20.
Should truly be wild.
Middle East.
Yes.
This is what I think happened. Tell me if I'm wrong. So Bashar al-Assad, out of nowhere, there was a rebel intensive. They just take over shit within a week.
It took like a week, dude.
A week.
It's crazy.
Bashar's on the heels.
Yep.
And he's gone. He's like in some different country now. He left. And now basically there is an interim government happening. There is a new guy named
Golani, apparently.
Jawani Maani, Dilto Pagalani.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, but he's some guy.
Yeah, he's like a reconstructed ISIS guy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So now there's fear of ISIS returning. There's fear of, because Israel, the moment the Bashar fell, they threw a couple missiles in there at all the military installations.
No, they straight up went in with tanks and took over a bunch of territory.
Right? So there's that, right? Because I guess in their minds, and I don't even know legitimately as a state if that's a wrong concept, if they're like, listen, ISIS is about to fucking come through. We're about to come and hit them. You know, maybe that's a...
No, ISIS has basically been fighting on behalf. They've basically been Israel's mercenary army. Not maybe directly, right? They're probably controlled more by the Turks, but they've clearly had, like, as of the earlier phase of the Syrian so-called revolution, ISIS fighters, al-Nusra fighters who were getting wounded would cross the border to Israel, get patched up by Israeli medical army doctors, and then sent back to fight.
Sure.
So it was in their interest because all of this has been about shattering or disrupting the so-called Shia crescent.
Who was the guy in 1950 or whatever the fuck who was like, what if we gave the angriest people on earth a couple of guns? I saw an advertisement recently, an old school vintage ad. It was like a sexy shot of an Afghan warrior. And it was like almost like a Nike ad. Where it was like, Russia's going off.
I know.
We need to fight them. Donate to the Afghan military fund and fight Russia with us.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, and then
he was wearing like Air Force Ones.
These Afghans are like, this is like the George Washingtons of their day. Meanwhile, this guy's like a durka. Like, you know, a durka.
But then like, they're like, the new Nike Durkas. Yeah. Come on out. The new Nike Durka 6s. Where, you know, anti-oppressive shoe for everybody.
They're Air Jordans, but they're referring to the region.
Bro, literally, dude. What do you say?
Air Jordans, but they're referring to the region.
Yeah, exactly. Air Jordans, but the Jordan. It's like him going like Lethal Weapon in the photo.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Mujahideen guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, Spike Lee directed that fucking shot.
Yeah.
Insane, dude. And now from that, it's like a fucking playbook now to like use these fighters to sow
that's
discord.
been the playbook for about 60 years now of just like, no, we're going to like put up a band of extremists to get rid of these other people that we don't like, that are more nationalistic and more sovereign.
You know, in middle school or even elementary school, when there was this one kid that was like fully autistic probably, or like just riddled with ADHD.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yo, dude.
That's the Durka guy in Syria right now.
You go yell at those girls. And you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Go. And he'd be like, booga, booga, booga. And you're like, and everyone, you're laughing.
Like, now eat this bug. Eat this bug.
Now destabilize this regime, dude.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
No, it's the same. I
same
100% agree, dude. It's the same vibe. It's like taking a bunch of like super low IQ dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving them a bunch of money and a bunch of weapons, and then just being like, go.
Dude, go do that. Go. Hey, they called you gay over there.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole...
It's like the Alien franchise, where it's like they're like the corporations were like, no, we want to bring back a sample of one of these aliens so we can militarize it and use it as a weapon and set it upon our enemies. But dude, that shit gonna come back to bite you. That's
literally
what it always does.
Literally aliens.
Yeah.
No citizenship. That's what's going on, dude. It's fucking literally insane. I just don't understand the concept. It's like, because I guess the American lives, like, you can't you waste them, you know? Let's give some guns to these guys and have them fucking do all the dirty work, die for us, kind of thing. What can go wrong type shit.
Yeah.
It seemed like a foolproof plan, right? Listen, no skin in our game.
Yep.
No skin off our bones, right? Give him money, he dies, we get the fucking results, right? Is that the concept, really? It's like...
That's been the concept for about 50, 60 years. Hamas was actually established with that in mind, right? The Israelis were pretty instrumental in helping to nurture Hamas to take over against the PLO. And now the next step is, of course, to take over Hamas, right? To destroy Hamas. Same thing. Arab nationalism is dead. That shit's dead. All that shit from Nasser and... all those guys.
Afghani.
Yeah, no, that's a different thing. But yeah, all that shit's done now, dude. Now it's going to be basically a kind of weird Islamism. I don't really know what it's going to look like. It's probably not going to be pretty. Now they're trying to like rehabilitate this Al Qaeda guy's image. Ooh. Right? He was on CNN and he was like, "No, we're like intersectional jihadists. You know, we're Al Qaeda now. Actually,
we're the gay.
Yeah,
we're not the gay. We're the gay." Everyone's trying to be cool with gays. Like, gays. If y'all are no longer an oppressed group, y'all are like the exact opposite. Y'all are like a vaulted group. It's like Native Americans and gays now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. In terms of concessions given, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we'll table that one for now. But,
no. And I'll say it again. Time's coming. Your time's coming. Just kidding, obviously. But I'm just a little... blown away. I remember calling you. I was like, "What's going on here?" You know, and if I don't know anything about the world, I text Pranav, and I didn't understand it at all. And what you said surprised me. I didn't know Israel was involved in this at all. I had no concept.
Israel and Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
So what is Turkey? What is Turkey's fucking deal?
They're a bunch of
narcs,
bunch of dickheads, dude.
They've been dickheads for a long
just
time.
Huge dickheads.
They've had Ottoman blood for a long time.
Yeah, they
They're
have
still
these.
Ottoman
It's like,
vibes.
dude, nobody wants to fuck with you. Hair transplants. That's what you guys do now. All right, hair transplants. Now regime transplants. I guess. You know, the Turks plugged in a new head of hair for Turkey, but. So it was basically the Turks with the tacit approval of the Israelis, essentially. Right. And I'm sure that the new regime, I'm sure Palestinians are now going to become Syrian soon. That's what's going to happen. This is my prediction. Within the next 5 to 10 years, there will be no Palestinian struggle left, and Palestinians will become Syrians.
So they'll all like travel to Syria and live there.
This is honestly what I believe is going to happen.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm sure there's a 16 handles there or something, you know, that you can enjoy once you get there. You know, I'm sure
Cold Stone.
There's a Cold
Some
Stone
casinos.
Creamery. Sure, there's like a Ruhavza Palace where you
Yeah.
can enjoy some refreshing drinks. It's not all bad.
Yeah, Israel
It
is
sucks.
now, within the next 5 years, the most powerful country in the Middle East. Within the next 15 to 20, I'm giving them most powerful in the world.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Do you think they have the landmass to be that?
Dude, they're...
Is that really what...
They
you
are...
know, more than China? More than Russia?
Listen, say what you want about the Israelis, but
I
nowhere
never said
else
anything about that.
on earth will you find a nation that is so internally aligned, has such internal alignment and such intense focus of purpose.
Right.
Their goal was to become the most sovereign nation in the Middle East. Now, what's going to have to happen after this? They're going to have to somehow depose the United States because they don't want to be the United States puppet.
How is that possible? Literally impossible.
Look, it was possible for them. How is it possible for them
There's gonna
to?
be sleeper Jew cells.
How is it possible for them within 50 years to basically turn every single neighbor that was an absolute enemy of them to bring them to heel?
Well, it's also American money in them, right? If they go against
Sure.
the money
Sure,
giver, is that possible?
sure.
I think that's a little wild to say that they can bite the hand that feeds them and then eat the whole body. Whoa!
Mark my words.
Metaphor.
Check in with me in about 10 years.
I'm not saying against you. I'm just wondering.
Check in with me in about 10 years. But look, after they gain total sovereignty and become the total masters of the Middle East,
Let's start
right?
colonizing.
Do you think that they're going to want to take orders from the United States? No, that every nation wants to be their own sovereign nation.
Sure.
And they're not going to be any different. God knows they're not going to be any
So you think there's
different.
gonna be a war between U.S. and Israel in the next 20 years?
No, not necessarily.
There's gonna be some sort of concessions, and U.S. will be like, okay, well, I guess you have this area of influence now. We can't do anything about it.
Look, they already have nukes.
Russia,
right?
China, right there. They wouldn't want Israel to be fucking bigger than it actually is. No,
They're just going to do business with them.
right.
That's what it's all
But does
about
that mean
for
they're the
them.
most powerful nation in the in the world? You don't think that Russia, China are gonna fucking curb it if they see that they're getting too big for their britches? They're getting too big for their peyotes.
Look, all I'm going to do is say this, right? Here's all I'm going to say is you look at what that country has been able to achieve within 50 years of becoming a modern nation state. What do you think the next 50 years is going to look like, dude?
I mean,
like
sure.
They are smart. Okay? They are focused. They do not give a fuck. They do not. Crafty, sure.
Yeah, right.
Dude. It's like they're laying bare what power is all about. They know how to wield power. They know how to manipulate power. They know how to turn things to their advantage.
Right.
Okay.
But I feel like it's all being done with the knowledge, like the other.
And this is not some like Jews control everything kind of shit. It's not it. I'm talking about the country of Israel is going to ascend to become arguably the most powerful country in the world.
That's a wild statement. Again, I'm blown away by that.
The whole war in Ukraine was about destabilizing Syria. Because it drained away Russian resources from that. Because remember, they wanted to take out Assad immediately in 2011, 2012, 2014, all that shit, right? They got cock blocked by the Russians. Russians provided air defense support to the Syrians, right? So there couldn't be any no-fly zone. Allowed them to rout out the rebels, right? It was kind of reassert a sort of loose control over the country, right? So what did the United States do? They fomented a coup in Ukraine, right? And what happened on the heels of that coup? Oh, they start violating the Minsk Accords and all this shit and basically provoked a war with Russia, right? The Russians have now drained tons of manpower, resources, money, weapons into fighting that war, which is still going on, right? So that left Syria wide open and vulnerable. And that's what's happened.
All this makes sense to me as you're saying it. You know,
this is the game plan.
No, I see it. I'm still stopping short of like most powerful country in the world. That seems wild to me. Maybe, perhaps the way you're saying it, perhaps. But I feel like maybe it'll at some point bite off more than it can chew, and there'll be mad repercussions from all the nations. Will America, Russia, and China allow Israel to become the biggest country or the most powerful country on earth? Is that something that's even possible for a country of that size? I just don't see it. But I'm also just not as well versed in it. So maybe it's just...
I see it.
You see it.
I see
I'll
it.
give it to you.
They know the connections. They have the right
I'll give it to you.
connections. You know what I mean?
They're obviously fucking good at this.
They are
They're
diplomatically,
good at this, for sure.
militarily, and economically the most powerful force in the Middle East. And that's only going to grow.
They got good sandwiches.
The pastrami alone.
You know?
Can we also
They're
stop
fueled
calling
by
it a-
good sandwiches.
Can we stop calling it a coup? It's too cute.
Coup.
For what's happening. What happened? Everyone died and your whole family's in smithereens? What do you call it? A coup.
Coup, a coup, a coup.
Okay, that sounds cute. But, I mean, so Syrians right now, the average Syrian, right? Mm-hmm. What's his hope? What's his future? He's going to what?
I don't know. I mean, you got the Durka guys in there. You know.
There's Dinga
Yeah.
and there's Durka.
Yeah, Dinga, Durka. The Durka guys are gonna, I don't know. I mean, people are like, oh, there's gonna be mass retributions and Christians are gonna be oppressed and Shias and Alawites are gonna be oppressed and stuff like that. What the fuck's that?
That's you?
Sorry, guys. My bad.
All good.
So they're saying that that's gonna happen. But it's like, look, these guys didn't go into Gaza to go do any shit, right? I think it's highly unlikely that they're going to try and start a war with Israel. It's very
Syria?
unlikely. Yeah.
Probably not, right?
Because now it's going to become a fully Sunni-dominated country, right? And the Sunnis are already in lockstep with the Israelis. Outside of like the global ummah of Muslim on Instagram or whatever, right? And all the people who are like constantly polymaxing on Maine, you know what I mean? Other than that, the actual centers of Sunni power... Turkey, Saudi Arabia, all the Gulf states, Jordan, Egypt. They're all in line with the Israeli agenda.
Do we ever talk about how great it is that the @Muslim account is gay as fuck?
Yeah.
How great is that?
Gay as hell.
Anyway, it's great.
You got to be. If you're going to be killing it on socials like that, you got to be. You know?
Because no Muslim foresaw that, the need for the @Muslim.
Yeah.
So now some gay Muslim came in and it's like, non-binary is the new Muhammad or something. And it's like, Muhammad was actually non-binary. They don't know. They didn't realize. There was another video circulating too, another fucking gay imam coming in. I'm an imam and I'm gay. And dude, I just swear to dude, something about the Arab mindset can't handle gay. Something so
they're the
deeply
most
ingrained.
gay.
And they're the most gay. You know? It's like I'll butt fuck you till the day I die.
Yeah, I will durka.
I will durka that butthole into the plurka.
Yeah, I know.
The plurka system. But don't call me gay. It's fascinating. It's the desert does funky things to you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we can empathize sometimes.
Look, gay shit's everywhere.
You know the weirdest people are on Earth, in America at least? Phoenix. Have you been there? They're funky. They're terrorist-like. They're all goofy and weird and kind of intense. And it's like the sun.
Yeah. Those are some hardcore whites you got out there.
All the hot countries are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All the cold countries where people are like, I'm staying inside. I'm not doing this. Remember that week where Chicago got 0 deaths from firearms because it was that cold?
Too cold?
What the fuck is that? I don't got my good mittens on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's just so dumb to me now that the idea that we're just little machines and maybe like a little lack of equilibrium can topple a government. So what the fuck are we as a human being? So like what even is this?
Yeah.
You know, the effect of climate change on tyrants being deposed.
I know.
How dumb is this? We're so stupid. I just feel like
life is a tornado of shit.
You know, I just feel like a little like hopeless thinking about these things. Like what the.
Look, for me, there's no need to feel hopeless about anything. It's just life is what it is, and it just keeps going on.
No, but the idea that like your dad beats you twice as much when it's 75 degrees.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid, you know, as a human being.
Well, I've always speculated that like climate change is going to like offset like a huge surge in like things like schizophrenia and stuff like that, because the weather does control our mood so intensely and our climate and how we're living. Right. So you hear about people getting seasonal depression and stuff like that. Right. Well, that shit's turn that up to 11 and then that's put it on a different knob of some other kind of shit. Right? You know what I mean?
Dude, I do think that we're less able to deal with our own extremes right now. Maybe this is why, like across the world.
Listen, world is spinning faster and faster and faster every day now. Yeah. And now what's going to happen? We're going to come to a point. It's going to come to a breaking point, and then we're going to have the reset, the true reset.
Dude, I cannot wait to like wash my own clothes.
I don't know if you're going to be around, buddy.
I'll die probably during the opening credits for sure. But in the event that I survive because you're with me or something, you know, and then you like immediately eat someone's neck.
And then I'm like, with Joe, and Joe is, he's providing the necks.
It becomes Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah.
We're banging some Filipino lady for fucking food and favors. Can we say what a movie? Anyway, but like I just love that Filipino lady. She's like,
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen Triangle of Sadness?
No.
You make Australian jokes every 2 seconds.
Well, it's because I love force majeure. I fell asleep during Triangle of Sadness.
Can I tell you what happens real quick?
Sure.
Basically, this guy's with a model, white guy, model,
I remember
model,
that.
hot model, right? There was like a cleaning lady that's Filipino in the ship, and she's the lowest of the rung. They all get shipwrecked, right? Everyone dies except a couple of people. Now they're on the island, no food, no water, nothing. Only the Filipino lady can cook and fish, and she has all the skills to survive.
Yeah.
Then she starts creating a hierarchy where she's the top.
Wonderful.
Listen, I make the food, I make the fish, I get more fish. It starts like that, right? You want more fish? Come suck my fucking clit. So now this guy who was fucking the hottest girl there, now the hot girl on this island has no power because she has no ability to get food. She has no ability to fish. So now this white guy who's like this hot model guy is going into the submarine and banging this Filipino cleaning lady for favors.
Nice.
Boom. And now it's this abuelita goes to church every fucking day. And then she fucking is like, you want to eat?
Yeah.
Eat me out.
Wow.
Eat me out for some tuna. And he does this.
Eat some tuna for some tuna.
Eat some tuna for some tuna. And that is the new power structure.
Yeah.
And it's like, you go, Gladys. You go. And that is so me.
That's something like that's gonna happen.
And
right?
then some Filipino lady is controlling us.
It's hard to predict the exact things that are gonna happen, right? I'm not psychic, right? No one is, but like, no, there's gonna be some kind of an upending. But I don't know, there's a lot of shit that needs to happen. You know what I mean? We need to figure out, well, what's the situation with China? Are we gonna end up going to war with China?
Right.
This and that. If we go to war with China, that could ultimately benefit the Israelis.
Sure.
You know. Because they keep themselves on, they hedge the fence, you know what I mean? They don't throw in with all the people who dick ride them. This is why they're smart, dude. Indians online like, oh, Israel, we support Israel. You don't see Israelis online being like, we support India.
They say directly, we don't support.
Yeah, you know, so same shit, you know what I mean?
You've seen those bars in Israel, right? No Indians, please.
Oh yeah, I saw that. So I'm just like, you know, and this is really not even talking shit about the Israelis at this point. I'm just like laying it out for what it is. You know, this is what the world is, dude.
You know, it's a little overwhelming.
Listen, 2,000 years of, you know, being shit on and pogromed and stuff like that. Hey, it's time for your comeuppance. Sure, you know what I mean?
The same way those Gulf Arabs like took Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. They're like, it's ours now.
Yeah.
Bye. Here's $1 billion. Jesus Christ. Money.
Yeah.
They all left. And now all these white Europeans, you know, it's fucking ruining football, isn't it?
I know.
It's killing us, isn't it?
I know. The politics of supremacism is now being upended, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's white people are really in panic mode.
What did
general.
Paper Tiger say? Or the movie on Netflix? Paper Tiger, Blind Tiger, whatever the fuck?
White Tiger?
White Tiger, where he's like, it is no longer the time of the whites. It is the time of the yellow man. And he said, the yellow man is winning. I had a joke that really stopped that never works.
Yeah.
One of my favorite constructions, it has stopped. And I hope that China gets so good powerful that it works again. It's right now, the only accents that are not offensive are white accents because they're the ones in power.
Yeah.
Right? You can do a Wales, you can do Australian because whites are in power. I can't wait till 2070 when if you want to stick it to the man, you'll be like, oh, hello. Oh, you're angry now, not in 2050. In 2050, you're like, if I want to be sticking it to the man, I'll be like,
this bit is going to age incredibly. Like a fine wine. Let's uncork this.
You see what I'm saying? You know, they can't drive. Everyone's like, fucking take it to the fucking man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
it's the hungriest to survive. It's not about who's the whitest or who's the this. It's the hungriest to survive.
I'm scared. I don't know. I never knew the world like that, but now I really don't know. And I just don't know, how do you, in America, right, as the thing declines, because I see South African comedians, right? People in comedy in South Africa, they have like shows and tours. I'm like, how much money do you make? They're like, almost nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone's too poor to fucking come to comedy. And I'm like, fuck. This is a luxury good we're hawking here.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, what's going to happen when there's no place for this?
I know.
You know, the idea of like all this upending of regimes, like you think the guy who wants to be a comedian in Syria in Damascus is going to fucking make it happen?
Yeah.
I wish. But I want a world where even the stupidest job has viability. You know what I'm saying? So I always look at these things in terms of my own viability as a clown in this world. And it seems less and less viable. But maybe
you just find a good warlord who likes to laugh, you know?
Become one of his, like, Princess Leia.
Yeah, exactly.
Jabba the Hutt.
Exactly.
Like his little court jester. I'm writing a script about this, you know, a guy who starts comedy after nuclear fallout. But it's like that concept. I guess no matter what, jokes are still... People love jokes.
People love jokes, dude. People need to laugh. It's nourishing. It really is something that
especially
helps
the Israelis who dress up like Arab guys and start dancing on TikTok. Where's that outrage, dude? The level of out of pocket these IDF guys are getting, man.
The pendulum just always swings, dude. It always swings. You know what I mean? For a while, the Arabs and the Muslims, they were really running shit.
Right.
Now they were the colonialists. They were the imperialists for a long time.
Sure.
Now the shit's swinging the other way. Now they're like, hey, colonialism's bad. It's like, bitch, this is something that you have been a part of.
1300s Islam, buddy.
Yeah.
You know? They're kicking, they're slicing, they're dicing, right?
Look, all the way up to the 18th, 19th, 20th century, Ottomans, you know?
I love how historians of their own race always talk about their own rape and conquest, you know?
And they love it.
They love it. Because it's always some dude, right?
Yeah.
Who loves rape, whatever. And he's like, yeah, they rape, but they invented the pulley system, something like that. Okay, everyone got raped.
No, dude, you read like all the stuff. I don't want to bring it back, but you read like all the like Mughal literature written by them. They're like bragging about we killed like 10 million Hindus today.
Bro, it's crazy.
We took this many sex slaves or whatever. It's like,
crazy.
This is fucking nuts.
But we invented spoons after that.
Yeah.
So I think we're good, right? It's like I'm reading those history books now, and it's like, dude, you got to stop precursoring all this like technological advancement with all this fucking rape and conquest.
I know.
Like, can we stay on that for a second? Because it's like, dude, the idea is like it's all evil. People in power are evil.
Power is just power, dude. That's just what it is. Like, we've been trying to doll it up now for the past 200 years in this country of like, no, human rights, the rights of all men, and dude, none of that shit's real.
Dude.
None of that shit's real. All of that exists within a bubble that is created by violence.
Right. And it's sustained by violence.
Yeah.
You can only think that unless, like, white girls can only think about progressiveness if the rapey policies of their dad succeed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like America's like, no, we don't want to just be any other country. We want to be we don't want to become some public access ass Italy type country. Like, no, we're staying at the top.
Right.
And I hope we do. I hope we do.
Because again, I don't want to be one of those fucking South African comedians who are great, but ain't nobody coming to their goddamn shows.
I know.
This guy, bro, my boy Keenan, poor guy. Dude, he's on public access Cape Town. Can you imagine how much not money that is? It's free here and it's free there, but somehow that seems more poor, right? Public access Cape Town. Jesus.
Yeah. Joe, you got time?
Mango Bae.
Where are we at?
So we've been doing about 31 minutes.
Let's cut over to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Guys, meet us over on the Patreon. The rest of you, thank you. Come again. We love you.
Your Mango Bae.